Well, guys, the franchise tag season is upon us, and the Dallas Cowboys appear to be getting ready to hand out a franchise tag. And of course, EA, we know how much you hate paying guys here on this show. We know how much you hate handing out money.
I'm not cheap. I just don't.
Yeah.
No, just take it from me. I'm telling you right now, it's nothing to do with cheap. If we were in the NBA, we were in baseball, we talking about those sports. I want to give out all the money. Go ahead, doesn't matter because guess what? There's no restrictions. But contrary to popular belief by these idiots on Twitter, and I'm calling them out, idiots on Twitter, there is a salary cap. Okay, I'm sorry, there really is. And guess what? Watch the Rams. They're about to get fucked over by it. Because guess what? It's about paying it like a credit card, and it depends on how long you have. So you have to manage. Yeah, they won a Super Bowl.
Rams get a Super Bowl?
Cool.
Yeah, they did.
That's cool. They won a Super Bowl. It worked for them. But guess what? It doesn't work for everybody. And I'm telling you right now, it wouldn't work for the Cowboys either. You got to respond and be very mindful of your managing the cap. Now, I'm not saying go overboard like Steven has, because Steven's getting a little too cheap. But you have to manage the cap, and I'm with Franchise Tag and Tony Pollard. He's going to want a big deal. We got to negotiate. Let's see what happens. It's a smart move to tag Pollard. Zeke, love you. I love you, Zeke. But the door's right there.
So you actually want to tag Tony Pollard?
Yeah. And Zeke, if you want to come back for a veteran minimum, come on back. If not, it's been a pleasure. We'll put a tribute video for you outside.
Outside?
Yeah.
I mean, come to the building no more, Zeke.
Yeah, not even welcome in the building anymore, Zeke.
I mean, you can buy a ticket.
If you want to see the Cowboys ever again, Zeke, you will do so via a fan at this point.
I mean, he can come watch Dak and all that. I'm just saying, he is not part of the Cowboys' immediate plans.
Zeke on that spectator thing, ain't it?
We got at Tobosh 10 here. Bosh, how do you respond to at EA Sports DFW's claim that we want to tag Tony Pollard, TB20?
I'm with it, actually.
Thank you.
Because for one, you don't have to. I mean, I've fallen in line, dear DFW Sports Football Media. I've kind of followed in line. I've fallen in line with you guys hating on running backs because now it's an epidemic. We've gone through a pandemic in 2020, and I'm all demicked out. And so what I have going on right now is you guys just hating on guys getting money.
Wow, Stars taking 2 early.
Yeah, it's really hard to contain myself right now because the Dallas Stars just scored another goal.
Hello. Okay.
Back to back too.
Look.
Yeah. So
more importantly, what was going on there?
Oh, those are called the Ice Girls.
You didn't have to point that out.
Yeah, those are the Ice Girls. I don't know if you know about that. Those are the Ice Girls.
Shout out to our guy, Mr. Brandon Sweat.
Oh, Chicken Little.
Yep. So the first goal, Tyler Sagan. The second goal, Jamie Benn going 5-0. Stars a commanding 2-1 lead right now.
It's been a while since I heard those two names.
Really good.
But anyway, back to your point. So you're feeling good about it.
I am on board. I am on board with tagging Tony Pollard because I think that it's beneficial to not you guys' pockets outside or not our guys' pockets inside this place, but like I think it's beneficial more toward the Joneses and what they're trying to actually get done. So I mean,
thank you,
that's
Bosh.
kind of where I stand. But it still sucks because.
But you agree that you watch Ezekiel Elliott and you've noticed he's not the same running back he is. Right?
Well, Zeke's run was done when he was injured last year, and I think he still hasn't recovered from it. And it kind of sucks because his body doesn't hold up to it well.
No.
And we saw that in the San Francisco game in the playoffs. It kind of sucked when Pollard goes out with the broken leg, and then, like CeeDee Lamb is outside. There's no other weapons for Dak. And then we're like, oh, yeah, but we still got Zeke. And then Zeke gets in the game and averages like 2.1 yards a carry.
Yeah, it was just disheartening watching because I've been looking, people have been attacking me for years like, oh, why are you so anti-Zeke? And like, oh, look what he can do. I'm like, okay, I'm still waiting. Everyone expects him to get back to like 2016 Zeke where you remember the Steelers game where he just ends it in overtime? Yep. I mean, like, he does these incredible long runs, but we haven't seen that in so long. I love Zeke. I love his personality. We love his mom. She's been a great part of this show.
Yep.
We love the Zeke family, but the problem is it's just ended. Now, I think Zeke still has a great role in this team if he wants to come back for a much lesser deal. And I'm talking about veterans minimum, maybe work out a new contract extension like they did with Tank Lawrence, where they lower his overall cap hit because he can still be that short yardage back that will get into the end zone like no other. You'll have like a little bit of reminiscence of 2007 when Julius Jones was your starter, and then of course Marion Barber comes in and finishes it off. You can have a little bit of that, but I don't want Zeke to be your primary back. That is Tony Pollard's job now. I know he's hurt, but he will be recovered. It was just it was a clean break. So he'll be back in time for training camp. So give me TP and then give me a cheap Zeke and then go draft you another running back in the 3rd or 4th round.
If you can't find a running back in the draft, then I'm all well and good with making Zeke your number 2, and you got the other dude,
Malik
37, Davis? 37. But like using Zeke as like a fullback, letting Zeke, be the guy to plow the way for Tony Pollard, be the guy to score, the short yardage touchdowns, and be the bully guy. Pretty much like the Mike Allstat type dude.
We haven't seen that in a long time.
Getting the short yardage and with first downs, the crowd's still going to chant Zeke's name, stuff like that. Still keep him around as a veteran.
Exactly, and we don't have to totally say goodbye. Now, I will warn Zeke though: don't try hard negotiation tactics this time with the Jones family. You already had used your one little thing where you held out, and they weren't too happy about it. But they said, okay, here's your money. Don't do it again, because this time they're ready to give you the door. And honestly, reports are coming out. There's not really much momentum for him outside of the Cowboys organization. I don't think he's going to get a big deal from any other franchise right now. That would be a